So here's a pair of Jordan 1s, Armand Manieres, and it's basically the Burgundy Crush version. And this one is one of those sneakers that when I saw them online I thought, oh, it's a really cool collab and different to the other Jordan 1s that we're releasing. And this one kind of uses, I suppose, the neutral grey colour blocking. And for me, I was like, okay, cool, I haven't got a neutral grey colourway at that time, and so I ended up buying this pair, which was, again, at a reasonable price compared to what was out at the time. And I didn't realise when I bought them how much the crack level was actually on the sneaker, and how prominent it was, and how kind of deep it was as well. So if you can sort of see that, it's got a really bad sort of texture in terms of sort of the canvasy material. And for me, it was one of those sneakers I actually really like the look of them online, and then getting them in hand is not as nice. And it's just mainly the cracked leather that's just putting me off this particular pair. And I think the more you wear, the more the cracked leather will sort of start to show and sort of peel off. And you can kind of sort of see that already, like even here it's just got sort of speckles coming off, and that's me just holding it in my hand. But what I do like, the positives, is obviously it being neutral in colour, and which looks more sophisticated because they're not using a complete white colour, it's almost sort of off-white. And then you got this snakeskin type material similar to what they've got in the Jordan 2 Armand Manieres as well, and going around the ankle collar as well, which is really nice. And they also have, which is sometimes you don't get this on Jordan 1s, the ankle collar being this kind of wings basis going on, and then you got the sort of inner message written on here as well. Learning's a gift even when pain is your teacher, and that's like a Michael Jordan quote. And that's sort of quite a cool touch on this collar lining, because you normally don't get that, and there's a few pairs I've seen like that, like the Nike SB Dunk High Faust version that has some hidden details like that. And this one's got the signature sort of Armand Maniere quilted liner in there, which is nice and sort of plush, and just the sort of materials are sort of elevated. I even like the laces, the burgundy laces in there as well. And then the outsole as well being, the midsole being in this kind of beigey colour as well. It's quite cool. And overall, like I said, it's a nice sneaker. It's just, for me, the off-putting part is the cracked leather, and maybe I should have done my research a bit more before pulling the trigger on them. But they're still a cool trainer. They are nice, but it's just something that, yeah, for me, it doesn't quite sort of appeal because of the cracked leather. So here are the details for the Jordan 1 High OG Maniere Airness. It comes in a sail and burgundy crush colourway, and this has a polyurethane copsole with an airbag in the heel, and it's got all leather construction, and the price is £190. So with the comfort and sizing, much like any other Jordan 1, this is on the medium to firm side, and for that reason it can get sort of fatiguing after a while due to the hard sole. And there isn't much support around the arch because the sole is very flat. And I would say the wearing time for this particular pair is probably around sort of 6 to 8 hours. The leather is sort of quite soft on feet anyway, so you should be good to go after, sort of 4 or 5 wears. And I would say going up half size for wide footers is recommended in my opinion. I tend to sort of go up half size in general. And much like any other Jordan 1, this has a radial traction pattern on there, so it's really good grip in my opinion. It just works really well. And with the look and style for this particular pair, it's got the OG neutral grey colour blocking in my opinion. It's very similar to that, or to the metallic burgundy pair. And for that reason, it's a simple colourway and design. And I think with this particular pair, it's quite sort of versatile, so you could rock it sort of spring, autumn, winter. Because of the cracked leather that's on there and the sort of darker colour, I don't think it will show up too much dirt. And because it's more sophisticated looking, you can sort of dress these up casual and smart casual. And the laces you get with it is a burgundy, but you can also go sail and white. So with the final thoughts, I do like the OG neutral grey type colour blocking on this. It's quite nice actually, and it just makes it different with the burgundy hits on there. And the leather feels sort of plush, even though it's sort of cracked leather, it does feel quite sort of plush. And I like the sophisticated look and the packaging that you get. In terms of cons, the cost I think for this particular pair is probably slightly on the high side, being a Jordan 1. And just not a fan of cracked leather in general, and this sneaker has, it's like basically all over the upper, it's just cracked leather apart from the swoosh. So with the ratings, I give this particular pair a 4 out of 5. It's, like I say, it's a really nice sneaker, and because it's got the neutral grey colour blocking, it's a versatile sneaker. But for me, the cracked leather just sort of puts me off really. And the comfort is going to be like any other Jordan 1, so that's going to get a 3 out of 5, maybe slightly more comfortable because of the quilted lining. And the quality, I'll give it a 5 because it is using sort of nice materials, so I don't think there's an issue with that. And the pricing, I give a 5 out of 5. It's a nice package that you get overall, you know, in terms of the packaging and the product itself being of good sort of leather quality. So overall, I give it a 4 out of 5. It just misses a mark in my opinion, just mainly because of the cracked leather.